your question and answer, Dr. Ellie and Miss Amita. I have some question actually, but I will ask you one question only. How about with the blood glucose level? You check it already?
No.
No. Okay. What do you think? Is important or not?
I think important.
Yes, so I think because you already did research, so I think just put in the next researcher, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Miss Amita, thank you so much for your presentation. It's very grateful. Okay, the next presenter is from Mr. Saputra. Are you here?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay, Mr. Fauzan.
Yes.
Paper of the Mr. Fauzan is potential instrument for the community nurse to measure conduct problems of middle adolescents. Okay, time is your 10 minutes for present. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Mrs. Henny and Mrs. Ellie. So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Fauzan Saputra from Faculty of Nursing, Chulalongkorn University. So I'm so delightful to present to all of you my paper, one of my paper called Potential Instrument for Community Nurses to Measure Conduct Problems of Middle Adolescent, a Systematic Review. Slide, please. Slide. Okay, first slide, I would like to put more attention why we need to focus more on middle adolescents. So Lopez Romero et al. 2017 revealed that middle adolescence was one of the significant peak of age for behavioral problems. So it's mean that people around the adolescents start to notice behavioral problems for the adolescents. And then middle adolescent also had moderate and weak mental health status, and then high prevalence for mental health problems. Slide, please. So there are two mostly reported behavioral problems. The first one is oppositional defiant disorder, or ODD. This disorder frequently occur in children. And then the second one is conduct disorder, or CD. Actually, this one is frequently occur in adolescents. However, ODD is still prevalent. Next. So unfortunately, only 20% of adolescents were clinically diagnosed with ODD or CD. So it's mean the majority of adolescents stay underdiagnosed. And then especially for adolescents in the community. So this is why we need other term to cover both ODD and CD without physician diagnosis, because in community, at public health center, we cannot wait until this adolescent to be diagnosed, because the impact of the problem is also serious. So the other thing that I found that conduct problem is frequently used in the research, and conduct problem is not only refer or similar to CD or conduct disorder. And then because conduct problem based on McMahon and Frick, they mentioned that conduct problems as a broad spectrum that cover both oppositional behaviors and antisocial behaviors. Slide. So as you can see in this slide, previously the behavior problem include ADHD, but nowadays, based on the American Psychiatric Association, they mentioned that conduct problems cover both ODD and CD. Next. So this is the reason why it is important to conduct, important of conduct problems in the community, because conduct problems are mostly or common cases that refer to mental health clinics in the community or residential treatment center. And then higher societal costs related to youth crime, as well as incarceration costs and decrease their quality of life. And then conduct behavior also lead to lifespan adjustment problem. Next. So this is, you can see the prevalence of ODD and CD. As you can see in Turkey and USA, actually it's still in the range. But interestingly, conduct problems in the Muslim population, like in Middle East and Indonesia, is very high. Like in Middle East countries, more than 32.9%, and in Indonesia, it's a 10 to 40%. Next. So, but this is another important issue that we need to take, more attention on conduct problem, because conduct problems in middle adolescence related to psychotic-like experiences that tend to lead them to have like current and later severe mental health problems. Next. So this is the existing instrument of conduct problems, most of them used for general screening assessment. However, limited information regarding suitable instrument to measure conduct problems in middle adolescent in the community. And then in the table, you can see that most of the instrument are copyrighted, so it means that we cannot use it for free. Next. So this is the research question and PICO searching. I start my searching by put this question: in the middle adolescence, what were the instruments used to measure conduct problems? So, and then this is the PICO searching for population was adolescents. The interest was in measurement, and then the outcome was conduct problem. Next. And for the searching method, I start, searching the article from August 2021 to March 2022. And then 5 databases: ProQuest, SciInfo, PubMed, Science Direct, and Scopus. And then for the searching term, population as children or adolescents, interest as measurement or instrument or questionnaire, and then the outcome as conduct problems. Next. And then this is the criteria of the study. For inclusion criteria, the article were written in English, and then the term of conduct problems have to be mentioned in the title and or in the abstract. So I will exclude any other related term because I want the article only mention the same term, that is conduct problems. And then any kind of design such as like descriptive, correlational, and experiment study. And then psychometric properties of instrument were mentioned. And then the age of 14 to 16 years old, and then the outcome had to be on conduct problems. And then for the exclusion criteria, the article with specific use term or the broad use term, and then comorbidity of conduct problems with other mental health problems. Next. So this is the process. Like for the identification, I start with 7,254, and then after that, I deleted duplicates and non-relevant study, and then I come up with 1,437, and then after that I exclude 976 due to not related population term and outcomes. And then after I evaluate the title, I went to abstract, and then 461 abstract were screened, and then I excluded 123. And then after that, the full text article assessed for eligibility and quality, and then I exclude 315, and finally I had 23 studies to be included in the systematic review. Next.
Mr. Fauzan, I'm sorry, 1 minute left.
Okay. And then this is the quality appraisal, the text extraction and synthesis analysis. I use a GBI, and then the article should pass minimum 70%. Next. So this is the result. Next. As you can see that most of the study also conducted or also use the term of conduct problems, not only in developing countries, but also in Europe and USA. Next. Yes. Next. Next. Yeah. Next. Okay, this is the result now. Go back to the previous slide, please. Okay, this is the result and discussion. As you can see, SDQCP was the mostly or commonly used instrument to measure conduct problems. Other, as you can see in this table, and then some of the instrument were copyrighted, and then the other is available for free. Next. And then for discussion, the purposes of instrument, as you can see, for the screening, assessment, clinical diagnosis, and outcome evaluation. and SDQ is one of the potential one. Next. And then this is a conclusion. As you can see, I divided into free instrument and then copyrighted instrument. And then for the psychometric properties, mostly have like acceptable for Cronbach alpha ranging from 0.53 to 0.95. And then as I can also conclude that SDQ is one of the most potential instrument because it's available for free, many purposes, and suitable for the community. So this is also supported the policy of Indonesian government to use SDQ to for the screening tools for mental health problems for children and adolescents. Next. That's all for my presentation. I ready for your comment and suggestion. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much. Great presentation, Mr. Fauzan. I have some question for you because it's about systematic review, all right? And based on this study, I read already, you have some inclusion criteria for your psychometric properties. When I check it, the researcher only put some Cronbach alpha. However, we know that a psychometric properties measure there have some part. It's like validity, reliability, and then exploratory factor analysis, and then CFA, confirmatory factor analysis, and so on. So is a researcher also put this part in this paper? Could you explain to me, please?
Yeah, thank you so much for the question. Actually, based on my searching, most of the questionnaire, were standardized questionnaire, so they didn't put like EFA and CFA, and unfortunately, for the newly developed instrument as well, they did not mention any other psychometric properties except the Cronbach alpha. But for SDQ, they have like validity testing, and I put in my paper if the paper put information about validity, I already put in my paper. But mostly the paper that I searched, they put only Cronbach alpha. Yeah.
Okay, I got it. And I think some paper also explain about the cultural adaptation, I think.
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
great. And then for the prisma flow diagram, I saw that I think you missed some number. And then could you show it, please? Okay, maybe you can check it again, because when I check in my calculator in my phone, it's around 7,254 minus 976 is around 6,000 blah blah blah. But however, I only saw 1,400 something like that. Okay, maybe you can check it again and revise it. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay, maybe Dr. Ellie, do you have some question?
Okay, Miss Henny. Pak Saputra.
Yes.
Pak Saputra. Only one, my comment for Pak Saputra and team. The results should be clarified to what extent this instrument can measure the difficulties and problems of adolescent behavior. Besides that, the method described does not explain what difficulties are being measured. I think like that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss. I will check about your comment later back to my paper. Thank you so much.
Okay.